Lauren Boebert battles local reporter for fact-checking her. This is adorable. Controversial Representative Lauren Boebert, Republican Colorado, sparred with Colorado Public Radio, CPR, reporter Ryan Warner during an interview this week, which has since made headlines for Boebert's tone. The Denver Post even ran an op-ed about the Monday interview on Wednesday after it had gone viral, titled, "Why was Lauren Boebert such a jerk to CPR's Ryan Warner?" Megan Schrader, the editor of the Post's opinion section, pulled no punches in characterizing Boebert during the interview, writing she was mean, rude, and dripping with anger and sarcasm. "I used to think Lauren Boebert refused to do interviews with local reporters because she thought the journalists would be unfair. Now I realize that her fear of the media is because she comes across as an insufferable jerk, the kind of person who is out of step with the values of most of Coloradans," wrote Schrader. During the interview, Boebert slammed Warner, saying she was extremely disappointed in the bias of his questions and that he is reminding her why she doesn't listen to CPR News. CPR published a transcript of the full interview during which Boebert roasted Warner as adorable for fact-checking her. Warner asked if Boebert was in favor of keeping the parts of the Inflation Reduction Act that have brought federal funds into her new district, Colorado 4. Below is a transcript of their exchange. Representative Boebert: "Isn't it interesting that the first thing we talk about with the Inflation Reduction Act is green energy? Joe Biden and Joe Manchin both said we should have named this bill what it was. It's not an Inflation Reduction Act. Unfortunately, that's the con game that's played here in Washington, D.C. You put a pretty title on a bill, and then the text doesn't line up to the actual title. There's over $350 billion in this bill that goes towards subsidizing renewable energy, which is extremely unreliable, and it did nothing to reduce inflation. In fact, it's expanded inflation with the Warner. Well, inflation is easing." Representative Boebert: "With a $1.2 trillion price tag." Warner: "I just want to say inflation is." Representative Boebert: "Are we having a debate or an interview?" "I'm just checking." Warner: "Well, first of all, I get to say things as a journalist to set the record straight. So inflation is easing." Representative Boebert: "Oh, you're going to fact-check me during the interview?" Warner: "That's exactly right, and inflation is easing." Representative Boebert: "Okay, this is adorable.